Good morning, all my good friends and supporters out there. Listen, I really had to think very hard after discussing with my wife if I should or not let you know what happened last night. And I'm going to be going to work in a couple of hours. So I decided to share yet another crazy experience with you. And all I can tell you, my good friend, is that Tara and I, we are completely and entirely lost. We don't know. This is what happened. Last night, Tara and I went to see a friend. She drove to her house and she came back around 12 o'clock. And of course, I was waiting for her and I was watching TV. And then she came in the house and, oh my gosh, honey, come out, come out. I said, well, what is it? What is it? She says, there's a dog, a big dog. He's coming here. So I went outside and I saw this medium-sized dog. It was just so friendly, so beautiful. And I pet him. Obviously, he was used to humans. And I said to her, well, I don't know, maybe his owner is walking around or something. So he sat in the garage and Tarania was washing a car. And then I said to her, well, just hang around and keep washing your car. And then I'm watching on the video, see if I see somebody. So then I went back inside and 10 minutes later, she came back. She said, oh my gosh, there's another one. And another little baby dog, a very small, tiny little dog, Cam, and joined him. So those two dogs were definitely tamed, but there was nobody around. So I was scared because I thought if I didn't put them in the back of my house until the morning, maybe they're going to be run over or something. So this is what I did. I got those two dogs in the back of my house and we went to bed. In fact, Tarania worked all night. She went to bed around 5 o'clock and I got up at 9. And the only time lady who was with us barked was because the trash truck came along. And usually she let us know when there was a truck, whatever. So I thought, okay, it's time for me to get those dogs, walk around and see if I see a sign, lost dogs. And if that doesn't work, then I take those dogs to the pound and hopefully they don't put them down. So that was the plan. My good friends, when I went outside, those dogs never came by my door. So I went and looked for them in the back. I said, maybe they're sleeping somewhere. I don't know. I look in the entire house. The dogs were gone. Now, there is a gate. And both the gates can only be opened from the inside. And one has a lock. So, and the lock is really hard to maneuver in and out unless you slam the door. So you really have to know what to do to open and close this back gate. So I went inside. I was quite upset. And I said, geez, Tarania, what did you do? She goes, what did I do? I said, you left the dogs out? They're going to get killed. It should be shame. And she started to cry. She says, no. In fact, look. And she showed me on her phone. She sent me an email telling me she already had names for those two dogs because they watch her through the door when she was exercising before she worked. And then those dogs were watching her through the French window, French door. So I thought, okay, I'm going to look carefully to see if anybody bypassed the electrical wire that I have on my walls. No. Most interestingly, I thought maybe the owner called their dogs in this morning and then would jump my wall. It's impossible. There is 2 cameras. There's 3 cameras in the front of my house, and there is 2 cameras in the back by the pool area. Of course, I looked. Nothing on the camera. Those two dogs volatilized, just literally disappear. And Tarana and I were still in shock. I said, how is it possible? I tried every single plausible explanation. The owner came, they must have been two. So when one jumped in and then pick up the dog and then pass it on and then come back and get the other smaller one and give whatever, anything that makes sense. But in order for the owner of those dogs to hear the dog, they would have to call them, which means the dog would have barked. That would have wakened me, my wife, or especially the lady, my little dog. We didn't hear nothing. We don't know nothing. And as it stands now, I'm baffled. I'm shocked. I have no answer to what happened to those two beautiful dogs. If I ever find out what's going on with these dogs walking around the neighborhood and see these dogs somewhere, I will let you know. But so far, there is no plausible, there is no logical explanation that I can come up with to tell you where those two dogs are and how the hell they get out of my house, knowing that I have a 6-foot-tall wall and I have camera in the back of the house. So I just wanted to share that with you. Is there any, knowing that I went a few days ago through 2 consecutive abduction, once with my 70,000, 80,000 pound truck and 2-trailer, and the very next morning in my car, it is doing something. I don't know. I'm completely baffled. There is no other word. So I just wanted to share that with you. And again, I'm not making anything up. And that's why I don't want to be thought as a crazy guy. And that's why after discussing with my wife, should I let all our people know? She said, yes, say the truth. And I just did. All right, my good friend. I'll be back next week. If there is anything new about those 2 beautiful little dogs, I'll let you know. I already fell in love with those dogs, and so did Tarana in just a few hours. It's crazy how it works. We love animals. It's just the way it is. Anyone who don't love any animals is an animal. All right, my good friend. Make it a beautiful day. Bye-bye.